Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 2016 postseason is on the air. All they had left was 3 outs, and they could not get them. Tonight, they get their third attempt to try to move on to the World Series. We are at Progressive Field. This is Game 6 of the American League Championship Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. The Red Sox lead this series 3-2. They had all they needed was 3 outs in Game 5 and just couldn't get it. Will they be able to punch their ticket this time? The Indians have already won 2 games in a row, trying to tie this series up and force a deciding Game 7, which would be on Sunday if we get there. If you're the Red Sox tonight, you need the pressure. I think tonight is on the Red Sox, not the Indians. Boston does not want a Game 7. They had their chances in Game 5, couldn't do it. They had only 3 outs left in Game 6. In Game 4, couldn't do it. Game 5, couldn't do it. 3 outs away and couldn't do it. So far, the Indians are just not going away. The Red Sox, they're going to go after them, I think, tonight with everything they got. Cleveland's going to do the same thing, trying to force a Game 7 in this ALCS. Vita Productions, Brian Patterson and Doug Hunt are first through the X-ray machines at Progressive Field. Not an empty seat anywhere here in the house that Flo built. So now we are ready to see what can happen tonight. And so far, this LCS round between the Red Sox and the Indians has not disappointed. I said this was going to be a tough series. And even though the Red Sox were up 3-0 at one point, I really didn't think they were going to sweep. But I didn't think they were going to win the last 2 games the way they did. What will happen tonight? Will the Indians force a Game 7? Or will the Boston Red Sox finally punch their ticket to the 2016 World Series? Brian Patterson, this is your team. I'll be calling up to you if I want to make a decision. So let's get things started here at Progressive Field. Starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians tonight, their number 2 starter, Danny Salazar. He has a record of no wins and 2 losses. He hasn't won a game yet. This is a game tonight he absolutely must have. So everybody is set and ready to go. This is the big game here. Will the Red Sox go to the series, or will the Indians force one more game? Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Red Sox will be the right fielder, Mookie Betts. And yes, he will be going into the Hall of Fame. Betts has a record as an average of .278. He has 2 home runs in the postseason. We're going to use red, white, and blue dice. Indians are the home team. If the last 2 games are any indication of what a Game 6 could be, your guess is as good as mine. Let's see what happens tonight. Let's see if the Red Sox punch their ticket, or let's see if the Indians get that 7 deciding game. Remember, no team has ever been down 3-0 in any of my networks and come back to win 4 straight. But there's always a first time. Salazar, 6'3", against the righty, walk, and that 19 is too high. Progressive Field only adds 2 to walks. Betts, 6'1". That's a power hit to center field. That's a 4, and against the righty, it'll be a base hit. So Mookie Betts leads off with a single, and he will head to first. Progressive Field, pretty much a hitter's park. 201 home runs, a .266 batting average there. Only adds 2 to walks. Next batter will be the second baseman, Dustin Pedroia. He is batting .333 for the postseason. Infield is double play depth. No V-dub. No one's ever been down 3-0 and then forced the Game 7. At least I don't remember that happening. I'll have to look, but I don't think so. Strategy roll. Betts, a 3. He does not get the steal sign, but he will get the hit and run. Salazar, 1-5. That's a possible error. Pedroia, 3-1. And that's a base hit to right field. It's a single. A hit and run automatically makes Mookie Betts a base running rating of a 6. A base hit, let's see, that went to right field, and that is going to be a +3. No chance. Betts automatically will make third on a throw, no, without a throw. So the hit and run is on by Pedroia, and he now have runners at the corners and nobody out in the top of the first. Next up will be the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. He is the leading hitter for the Red Sox, a .355 batting average, and he does have a home run in the postseason. Infield is coming in. Salazar, strategy roll. Nothing on the 18. Bogaerts will stay at the plate. Salazar sets up and makes the pitch. Salazar, 3-2. That is at the park. Progressive field, 4-4, and it's pumped up behind the plate. That's going to be caught by Yan Gomes. He's going to make the catch, and that is out number 1. What a way to get an out. A pop out to the catcher, 1 away. Runners have to hold, and that'll bring up the Boston designated hitter, Big Papi, David Ortiz. Hall of Famer? You bet. Although he's having not really a Hall of Fame postseason, he is batting .156, but he does have a couple of bombs. Strategy roll, nothing on the 19. Salazar, infield is staying in. Salazar will go, well, actually, David Ortiz, a ground ball double play rating of 3. And Lindor's a +1. Kipnis is a 0. I wonder if we just go to double play depth and just surrender the out. No. Salazar will pitch. Salazar, 4-2, strikeout 11. That's going to miss. Ortiz, 6-4, and it's a ground ball to second base. Betts' base running rating is a 4, but with the infield in, it's a 2. I'm going to roll to see if they send him a 1 over 2. They send him home, and it is a 6. They will not. So the throw is going to go to first. Pedroia goes to second, 2 away. They do not send Betts, so that 6 doesn't matter there. That just decided if I want to see if we send them. And now runners at second and third, but now 2 outs. And now the batter is the first baseman, Hanley Ramirez. Ramirez batting .281 for the postseason. Now 2 away. Salazar 1 out away from getting out of this. Salazar with the pitch. Salazar, 4-5. That's a walk plus. That's a 9, and that's ball 4. First walk issued by Salazar, and the bases are loaded for the third baseman, Travis Shaw. Shaw's batting .300 for the postseason, and he does have a home run. He is overachieving. 2 outs now, top of the first. Salazar already in some major trouble. That's a 20, though. Salazar turns to fires to first, and it's a balk on Danny Salazar. They call him for a balk. He stepped off the rubber too early. A 1-5 is a balk. That is a 4. That'll bring in Betts, and the Red Sox will get the first run. Salazar called for a balk, and that'll bring in a run for the Red Sox. Stadium groans. So already 1-0, but maybe 1 run is not bad if Salazar can get out of this jam. Runners at second and third, they'll try again. Nothing on the 5 this time. Salazar will pitch to Shaw. Salazar, 4-1, strikeout, 17 is high. Shaw, 4-5, and it's a fly ball to left field. And that's going to be gone over by Coco Crisp. He will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, a walk, and a balk. And maybe the Indians are lucky they only gave up the 1 run. But 1-0 early here for the Bo Sox. Big chance for the Red Sox to not get any extra runs. Remember, Boston did score first in game number 5. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox tonight, their number 2 starter, Stephen Wright. He has a record of 2 wins and no losses in the postseason. Bottom of the first, leading off for the Tribe will be the first baseman, Carlos Santana. He is only batting 132, but he has one huge bomb in the top of the 11th inning in the last game. Jimmy Jam joins us here at Progressive Field. Right, 5-6 against the switch left. That's going to be an out, and it's a fly to right. Mookie Betts will get over there, and he will make the catch for the out, 1 down. Next up is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's batting .297 for the postseason. He does have a home run. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Progressive Field. Right, 6-2. That's a range play at the park. Progressive Field, 4-5. That's a base hit to right field, but it's a range play for Mookie Betts. His range is a 5, and that is a 5. He makes the catch on the run and takes a hit away from Kipnis. 2 away. Da-na-na, da-na-na, web gem. And now 2 outs. And now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. He's batting .162 for the postseason. He does have a home run. Big Clue joins us here at Progressive Field. Right, with the pitch. 4-6, strikeout plus 6, swing and a miss, struck him out. And the inning is over. First strikeout for Wright. The Indians go down 1-2-3. Red Sox have an early 1-0 lead here after 1. You know, the Red Sox have got to be smarting. After 3, all they needed was 3 outs and couldn't do it. And they lost the chance to clinch this series at Fenway Park. The pressure tonight, I believe, is on the Red Sox. Leading off for the Red Sox will be the left fielder, Brock Holt. He's batting .154 for the postseason. He is way under his average. Salazar will try to have a better inning here. Salazar, 6-6, wild pitch, ball 1. Salazar, 5-6. That's a range play at the park. Progressive Field, 6-1. And that's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Francisco Lindor. He was excellent. His range is a 5. That's a 6. It'll get past him for a base hit. And that's a seeing eye single for Brock Holt. As Lindor couldn't get to that, it was a seeing eye single. And again, the Red Sox have the leadoff man on. And now the catcher, Sandy Leon. Leon is batting .269 for the postseason. Strategy roll. Holt, a 4. Nothing happening there. He will stay put. Have the Cubs won it all yet? No, not quite yet. Holt on it first. Salazar, 4-2. Strikeout 6. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He'll go ahead and get Leon. First strikeout for Salazar. And now the batter is the center fielder, Jackie Bradley. He is batting .308 for the postseason. He's got 2 bombs. So he's hitting above his average. Holt on it first. Strategy. Nothing on the 15. Holt stays where he is. Salazar, 3-5. Strikeout 12. That just missed. Bradley, 2-5. And it's a pop out to third base. And it's going to be Ramirez getting to that. And he will make the catch for out number 2. He makes the catch in foul territory. 2 away. Here's Betts. Betts is 1 for 1. Holt still on it first. Nothing on the 18. Salazar will go ahead and pitch to Betts. Salazar, 5-3. Strikeout plus. That's a 10, and that is a swing. That is a miss, and that is a steer right out. Side retire. Second strikeout for Salazar. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Tribe will be the Cleveland designated hitter, Mike Napoli. He's batting .257 for the postseason, but he's got 4 home runs. He leads the postseason in bombs. Wright, 2-6, range play. Napoli, 2-3. That's a single to right field, but once again, a range play for Mookie Betts. His range is a 5. That's a 1. He makes the catch with his eyes closed. 1 away. Fly out to right as Mookie Betts takes another hit away from the Indians. And now here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez, who came in with a huge 2 RBI double in Game 5. Ramirez batting .273 for the postseason. Wright will go ahead and he will pitch. Wright, 6-1 against the switch left, strikeout, but the 9 is high. Ramirez, 1-4, and that's a base hit past second base. And Ramirez will go ahead and get a single, and he'll hold there. Runner on first, and now here's the right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall. Chisenhall batting .231 for the postseason. He does have a home run. Infield is at double play. Strategy, that is a 4. Ramirez gets the steal sign. 15 minus 2 is 13. Catcher Leone minus 2 is 11. I'm going to automatically call that off. Wright will go ahead and pitch. Wright, 1-6, error on a grounder. Chisenhall, 2-4, and that's a line drive right to first. That is out number 2. Ramirez will be doubled off on a 1-4, but he gets back 2 outs. That was hit right at Ramirez, but Hanley Ramirez, but Jose Ramirez gets back to avoid the double play. 2 down. And here's the center fielder, Rajai Davis. He is batting .273 with a home run in the postseason. 2 men down. Red Sox leading 1-0. The Red Sox bats have actually been a little quiet in the lately. Strategy roll, nothing on the 19. Wright will go ahead and pitch. Wright, 4-4, strikeout 6, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. Strikeout number 2 for Wright. No runs and a hit. It stays 1-0 in favor of the BOS Sox. Rough, feel like a beaten ball off a Ken Griffey Jr. 500-footer. Had something in real life that's shaking you up a bit. Well, I hope you're okay there, Mr. Reynolds. We will always pull for you every day, sir, because we know how much of a good man you truly are. With you, and your faith, we have absolute respect for that, sir. We go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Dustin Pedroia. Some people think he should be in the Hall of Fame. I still say just Hall the very good, but he is going to get but he will get votes. Pedroia had a base hit his first time up. Top of the third inning, Red Sox lead 1-0. Another chance for Boston to win this ALCS and move on to the World Series. Salazar, 4-2, strikeout, 17 is high. Pedroia, 3-2. That's a power hit to center field. That is a 9, and against the righty, it will be a single. So Pedroia goes ahead and gets a second hit of the game. And now the batter is Bogaerts, who popped out last time up. Infield is at double play. Strategy, nothing on the 17. Salazar will pitch to Bogaerts. Salazar, 4-5. That's a walk plus. That's a 10, and that is ball 4. And once again, Salazar in trouble with the top of the batting order here for the Red Sox. And runners at first and second, no one out. Second walk issued by Salazar. And now here's Big Papi. Big Papi is 0 for 1. You kind of think maybe he's due for a bomb. Strategy, nothing on the 3, nobody moving. Salazar will go ahead and set and pitch. John Haverly joins us here at Progressive Field. Salazar will go ahead and pitch. Salazar, 4-5. That's a walk plus, and that 19 will be ball 4, and the bases are loaded with no one out. Now the crowd very interested in what's happening here. And that is already the third walk issued by Salazar. And here comes Hanram. Ramirez walked his first time up. Infield is going to play in. A big chance here once again for the Red Sox. They didn't get it in the first inning. This could be a big inning here for the Red Sox. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 15. Salazar will go ahead and pitch to Ramirez. The fans here at Progressive Field are a little quiet, hoping Salazar can get a good pitch. Salazar, 4-6. That's a pitcher result. And against the righty, a 1-2 is a single past the pitcher. That is a 1, and that is a base hit right up the middle. Pedroia will come in to score. Bogarts automatically will score. Ortiz, he will not make it to third. He will hold it second. Ramirez gets the first. 3-0 Red Sox. Stadium groans. 2 runs come in for Boston on a 2 RBI single by Hanley Ramirez. 3-0. And now here's Shaw, and still nobody out in the top of the third. Shaw's 0 for 1. Not pulling Salazar yet. In my opinion, he can give up 5 runs before I decide to pull him. Ortiz on at second, Ramirez on at first. Still no one out, top of the third. Red Sox want to make sure they put the Indians to bed tonight. Strategy roll. That is a 1, but nothing happening. Salazar will go ahead and pitch. Salazar, 1-6. Hit by pitch, 10. Nope, that will miss. Shaw, 5-2, and it's a fly ball to left field. And it will be Coco Crisp getting to that. He will make the catch for out number 1. Ortiz will automatically hold. So Ortiz stays at second base. Now the batter is Holt. Even though left field, Coco Crisp has a +2, but hit the left field, it's automatically a -3. I don't even check the arm if it's under the base running rating anyway. So here's Holt. He got a base hit his first time up. Runners at first and second now. Still first and second, but now there is 1 out. Strategy. Nothing on the 11. Salazar will pitch. Salazar, 1-3. That is a range play. Holt, 6-3. That's a ground ball right back to Salazar. And not who you want to hit to. His range is a 1. That is a 5 right up the middle, right past him, and that's going to be a single past the pitcher. It will automatically score Ortiz. Ramirez, he will hold at second base. Holt is on at first. It's 4-0 Red Sox. Stadium groans. Holt with a second base hit of the game. Indians now have the bullpen moving in already. And now the batter's Leone. He is 0 for 1, still 1 out in the top of the third. But now a 4-0 Red Sox lead. But remember, the Indians had a 6-1 lead, in game 4 of this series. So no lead is safe at inside pitch. Strategy. Nothing on the 12. Ramirez on at second, Holt on at first. Salazar, he will pitch. Salazar, 6-5, strikeout plus, 15, got him. Struck him out. That is the third strikeout for Salazar. Now there are 2 outs. And it will bring up Bradley. Bradley is 0 for 1, popped out his last time up. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 7. Ramirez will go ahead and he will stay at second. Holt on at first. Salazar trying to try to keep the inning from getting any further. Salazar with the deal. 1-3. Another range play. Bradley, 6-5. It's a ground ball to first. That ball was hit to Santana. He was pretty good. His range is a 4. And he's got it. Nice play by Santana. Salazar will come over. Santana throws to first. And that will end the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits. 2 walks. Red Sox now have a 4-0 lead. But we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Leading off for the Indians will be the left fielder, Coco Crisp. Crisp started the season with the Oakland Athletics, wound up on the Indians later via trade. Crisp is batting 182 for the postseason. Wright will go ahead and pitch. Wright, 1-1. That's at the park. Progressive Field, 2-5. And that is a blank. We will have a rare play with bases empty. 36. Batter chases 2-strike pitch in the dirt for a strikeout. Resolve play by checking if the catcher allows a pass ball. If pass ball, then score strikeout and pass ball batter to first. So the pass ball rating for Leone is a 5. He did not give up many pass balls. So a 1-5, Crisp is out. And he is. That's a 1. He does not allow the pass ball. And that will be a strikeout. So Crisp actually goes to first, but is on his way to first. But a good play there by Sandy Leone. He throws to first to get Crisp out, and that will be 1 away. That's really how you're supposed to score it. So that goes as a strikeout. That is the 3rd K for Wright. And now the catcher, Yan Gomes. Gomes is batting .074 for the postseason. He does have a home run. Wright, he'll go ahead and pitch. Wright, 6-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Gomes, 5-5. And that's grounded to second base. Over there is Pedroia. And he will handle it and throw to first for out number 2. Now Santana. Santana is 0 for 1. Wright settles in, and now he deals. 4-5 against the switch left. That's an automatic out. And that is a fly to left field. Getting over there will be Brock Holt, and he will make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians. And after 3, the Red Sox holding on to a 4-0 lead here in Game 6 of this ALCS. Time for a station break. And for station identification, this is the RJL Network. I brought my soda next to me. I have a funny feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of screaming tonight. Top of the 4th inning, Red Sox already up 4-0. And Salazar does come back on the mound. It's the top of the batting order for the Red Sox, and it will be Mookie Betts. Betts is 1 for 2, has a single and a strikeout. Top of the 4th, Red Sox lead 4-0, but Boston not satisfied with just 4 runs. They know what can happen in a game of inside pitch. Salazar, 1-6, hit by pitch. The 14 is high. Betts, 5-6, and against the righty, it's a base hit right past first. And Betts is on base for the 2nd time today. That's his 2nd single. And now the batter is Pedroia. And we're in the 4th inning. Already the Indians' bullpen is warming up. But unfortunately there, Brian Patterson, they have to usually go with the most at-bats in the lineup at this time. You can't just choose anybody, really. Not just yet. Betts is on at first. Pedroia, the batter. Infield is at double play. Pedroia has 2 for 2. He's 2 singles. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 19, although Pedroia does get the bunt sign, but he's not going to do that here. Salazar with the pitch. Salazar, 3-1, strikeout, and that's big. That's a 2, and he struck him out. Big K for Salazar. That's his 4th K of the game. It'll now bring up Bogarts. Bogarts walked his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Betts, a 19 again. He stays put. Salazar will go ahead and pitch. Salazar, 2-2. Error on a grounder. Bogarts, 2-2. Nope, that's a fly ball to center field. And it will be Rajai Davis. He will, of course, there won't be an error. And he will make the catch for out number 2. 2 outs now, and here comes Big Papi. Big Papi is 0 for 1 with a walk. Strategy roll. Bet stays where he is. Salazar trying to just have a good inning here. Red Sox already up by 4. Salazar with the deal. Salazar, 4-1, strikeout. The 11 is high. Ortiz, 4-6, and that is a ground ball to first base. Santana will go ahead and get that. He'll take it himself, and the inning is over, and that's actually a pretty good inning for Danny Salazar. He gave up 1 hit, but that was all, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Good inning for Salazar as the Indians do not want to go to the bullpen yet. We go to the bottom of the 4th, but right now, Stephen Wright has only given up 1 hit in this early part of the game. Jason Kipnis leads off. He is 0 for 1. Wright will go ahead and he will deal. Wright, 2-4 against the lefty. Home run result against the righty. Kipnis needs a 10. The 14 is too high. Kipnis, 1-6, and it's a deep fly ball to center field, but that's going to stay in the yard. Going back for it is Bradley, but he will have room, and he makes the catch. And that was just a loud out, and Kipnis can't believe he didn't hit that one out of here. Right in his wheelhouse, but he couldn't do anything with it. Lindor is next. He's 0 for 1. 1 out now, bottom of the 4th inning. Wright with the pitch. 6-6, strikeout. 17 is high. Lindor, 1-1, but that's a base hit to center field. So Lindor gets the second hit of the game for the Indians. And now here's the DH, Napoli. Napoli is 0 for 1. Infield is at double play. Strategy roll. That is a 12, nothing happening, and Lindor wouldn't be stealing any bases anyway. Wright will look in and he will deal. Wright, 3-6, strikeout +7, swing and a miss, struck him out. 4th strikeout for Stephen Wright, 2 away. And now here comes Ramirez. Ramirez got a base hit his first time up. Nothing on the strat. Lindor stays where he is. Wright will now pitch to Ramirez. Fans here at Progressive Field hoping someone can break through Wright. Wright, 3-4. That's a walk plus. That's a 12, and it's ball 4. That's a big walk given up by Stephen Wright, and that puts runners at first and second. First walk issued by Wright. And now the batter is Chisenhall. Chisenhall is 0 for 1, but Chisenhall has come through in the clutch a number of times. Still 2 outs. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 15. Lindor on it second. Ramirez on it first. Wright getting in. Fans here at Progressive Field getting loud. Wright deals. Wright, 4-6. Strikeout +7. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. And the inning is over. Strikeout number 5 for Wright. No runs, a hit, and a walk. And the Red Sox holding on to a 4-0 lead. Stadium groans. We go to the top of the 5th. Salazar back on the mound. Hanley Ramirez leads off for the Bo Sox. He's 1 for 1, a single and a walk. Salazar, actually, he may be tired. 23, hold on. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Not yet. Salazar will be tired after Ramirez. They got a righty and 2 lefties. This could be Salazar's last batter he faces. Salazar will pitch. Salazar, 5-5, strikeout 1, swing and a miss, struck him out. He will go ahead and get Ramirez, and that is the 5th strikeout for Salazar, 1 down. Next batter will be Shaw. 2 lefties coming up, and I don't think the 2 lefties coming up here, but I don't think I'd bring in Andrew Miller in this situation. I don't think you use him this early. Salazar is tired, but he is tired. I think, you know what? Maybe you let him pitch this inning and see what happens. I mean, you could bring in Kyle Crockett, but I just don't think you bring in Andrew Miller this early. I think you let Salazar go. Or do you bring in a righty here? Could go with Brian Shaw. I don't know. What do you think, Brian? You know what? I'm going to let him. You know what? He's tired, but I'm going to let him pitch. If he gets in trouble, I'll yank him. Top of the 5th inning, 4-0. Salazar is tired. He says, boss, let me see if I can get another out here. Salazar will go ahead and pitch. Salazar, 1-6. Hit by pitch, 9. That's high. Shaw, 3-4, and that's a ground ball to second base. Kipnis will go ahead and get to it. He'll make the play for out number 2. 2 outs, and now here's Holt. Holt is 2 for 2, 2 singles. Salazar staying on the mound. Fans are at Progressive Field hoping he can at least finish strong. Salazar, 1-2, range play. Holt, 1-5. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Francisco Lindor. He was excellent. His range is a 5, and that is a 2. Lindor's got it, takes his time, tosses it to first, and the inning is over. For the first time in the ball game, the Red Sox are sent down 1-2-3, and we will go to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off for the Indians will be Rajai Davis, and he's 0 for 1. 4-0. But the Red Sox know what happened in games 4 and 5. Red Sox do not want a game 7. Wright, 2-5, strikeout, 19 is high. Davis, 6-3, and it's a ground ball to third. And that will be easily handled there by Shaw. And it goes over to first for 1 out. Next up is Crisp. Crisp is 0 for 1. Wright, they'll go ahead and deal. Wright, 4-5, against the switch left. That's an automatic out. And it's flied to right field. And Mookie Betts will move under that and get it for out number 2. Gomes is next. Gomes is 0 for 1. Wright settles in. Gomes has issues against righties, but he was still the better catcher between him and Roberto Perez. Wright, 2-3, home run chance. Righty, 1-15. The 18 is too high. Wow. Wright misses putting it over the plate, right in the wheelhouse by just a little bit. Gomes, 3-4, and that is a fly ball to right field. And Mookie Betts is going to get to that one as well. And that is a 1-2-3 inning as Wright almost misses giving Gomes a meatball. But it is not. 4-0 after 5. We go to the top of the 6th. Brian, what do you want to do here? It's the 6th inning. Now you can probably make some changes if you want. The Red Sox have a switch left and a righty coming up to start off. Salazar is tired. Sandy Leon leads off for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 2. I'll see what Brian wants to do here. If he wants to give Salazar one more chance or bring in a relief pitcher now. Stay unless he gets in trouble. Very well. Top of the 6th inning, Red Sox lead 4-0. Of course, if Salazar does give up a run, he's automatically out of there. Salazar, 2-5, error on a throw. Leon, 4-3. That's a fly ball to left. And it will be Coco Crisp coming to get that. And that is out number 1. One down, here's Bradley. Bradley is 0 for 2. Salazar, he'll go ahead and pitch. Salazar, 1-1, strikeout, 6, swing and a miss, struck him out. Salazar gets his 6th strikeout. 2 quick outs here. And now here's Betts. And Betts is 2 for 3 tonight, 2 singles. Salazar on it. Salazar trying to finish the game. This will be his last inning, though. Salazar will go ahead and pitch. Salazar, 2-5, error on a throw. Betts, 3-6, and that's a base hit to center field. Betts keeps the inning alive with a single to center. There won't be a throwing error, nobody on base. So Betts actually gets his 3rd hit of the game. And now the batter is Pedroia, and Brian Patterson says McAllister, and we will do just that. So the Indians going to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch for the Indians now will be Zach McAllister. McAllister does have a hold as one hold in the postseason. Pedroia coming up. He's 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles. 2 men down. Betts on at first. Strategy. That is a 1. Betts gets the steal sign and he's going. 17 plus 1 is 18. Gomes -1. A 1 to 17. Betts on his way to second base. The throw to second, and he is safe. Betts goes ahead and steals second base, and now a base hit by Pedroia will probably bring him in. Re-rolling the strat, nothing on the 6th. Betts stays where he is now. McAllister will go ahead and pitch to Pedroia. Fans here at Progressive Field hoping for a good pitch. McAllister, 1-1, wild pitch. Yep, that's a 1, and Betts goes to 3rd. So now Betts is on at 3rd base on a wild pitch by McAllister. And McAllister's got to be careful he doesn't uncork another one. And re-roll the strat. Nothing on the 9. Betts will stay at 3rd. McAllister will go ahead and set it up. Pedroia looking for something he can hit. McAllister with the pitch. 6-3 against the righty. Strikeout plus. That 16 is going to be too high. That's a strikeout plus against the righty. Pedroia is a 5, becomes a 15. No adjustment. That's a 16. Pedroia avoids the strikeout. Pedroia swings. 6-5, but it's going to be a fly ball to right field. And getting over there is going to be Chisenhall, and he will make the catch and retire the side. No runs, a hit, and a wild pitch and a stolen base. But the Red Sox can't get any more runs. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Top of the order for Cleveland. Carlos Santana will bat. He's 0 for 2. Wright is pitching an absolute gem. And believe it or not, he actually has been the best pitcher for the Red Sox in this postseason. Wright with the pitch. Wright, 4-2, strikeout 6, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is strikeout number 6 for Wright. One down. Next batter is Kipnis. Kipnis is 0 for 2. Wright looking on here. Kipnis sets up. Wright with the deal. Wright, 4-6, strikeout plus 16. That's a swing and a miss, and that's a steer. Strikeout, 2 away. Strikeout number 7 for Wright. He had 127 of them in 2016. Not that many in 156 innings pitched, but he is on fire tonight. And now the batter is Lindor. Lindor 1 for 2 with a single. 2 outs. Wright will go ahead and he will pitch. Wright, 1-2. That's a walk plus. That's a 7. It's ball 4. So now Lindor gets on base for the second time. Second walk issued by Wright. And a chance now for the Indians with Napoli coming up. He's 0 for 2. Lindor had 19 stolen bases, and he's not getting an extra here. Wright will go ahead and pitch to Napoli. Fans here at Progressive Field hoping the Indians can get something. Wright will pitch. Wright, 3-6, strikeout plus 10, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. Stephen Wright strikes out the side, nothing across except a walk. And the Red Sox still holding on to a 4-0 lead. We go to the top of the 7th. The Red Sox have right, left, right coming up. McAllister actually still has 3 batters he can still face before he's tired. Xander Bogaerts leads off for the Red Sox. I'm going to let McAllister pitch, I think, unless you want to make a change there, Brian. You got 2 rights and a left coming up. McAllister's not tired yet. He can face all of them. But what do you want to do there, Brian? Top of the 7th. What do you want to do here? He said that's fine. McAllister will go ahead and pitch to Bogaerts. McAllister 1-4. Wild pitch. Ball 1. McAllister 2-6. Error on a grounder. Bogaerts 2-4. That is a ground ball. The ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Lindor. His error rating is a 4. That's a 16. Lindor will go ahead and get that, and he will toss it over, and that's out number 1. Next up is Big Papi. Big Papi 0 for 2 with a walk. You know he is due to get a hit. McAllister will go ahead and pitch. McAllister 3-3. That's a blank. Ortiz 5-3. And it's a deep fly ball to right field, but not deep enough. Right fielder Chisenhall will come under it and make the play, and that's out number 2. Here's Ramirez. Hanram is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. McAllister will be tired after Ramirez. 2 outs here, top of the 7th. McAllister sets in there and he'll deal. McAllister 1-1. Wild pitch, ball 1. McAllister will do it again. McAllister 4-1. Strikeout 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. A nice job by Zach McAllister to get the job done. 3 up and 3 down here at Progressive Field. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. We have one elimination game we are playing now. Tomorrow night, we have another one. It'll be Game 6 of the National League Championship Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. A big-time bomb by Chris Bryant in the top of the 11th inning last night was the difference maker, and the Cubs lead the series 3-2. Dodgers must do whatever they can to go ahead and hold off elimination. It will be Rich Hill going for the Dodgers and John Lester for the Cubs. That'll be tomorrow night's pitchers. So can two teams be punching tickets in 2 days, or will we have at least one Game 7 from somewhere? Who knows what it'll be tomorrow night? Dodgers and Cubs, NLCS Game 6 here on the network. Bottom of the 7th. The Red Sox shutting out the Indians 4-0 here at Progressive Field. Red Sox lead this series 3-2. A win by Boston, they are in the World Series. A win by Cleveland, Game 7 here. Game 7 will be at Progressive Field on Sunday. Wright will go ahead and he will continue to pitch, and it will be Jose Ramirez leading off. And Ramirez is 1 for 1, a single and a walk. Wright so far says he can continue to pitch. Wright with the deal. Wright, 3-4. That's a walk plus. That's an 11, and he walks the leadoff batter. So Ramirez draws another walk. And that is the third walk issued by Wright. It'll bring up Chisenhall. Red Sox bullpen now getting ready to go. Chisenhall is 0 for 2. Infield is at double play. Ramirez at 22 stolen bases. And that is actually, shouldn't be rolling a strat anyway. Strategy rolls are actually now off. Wright will go ahead and pitch. Wright, 3-6. Strikeout plus. That's a 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is the 9th strikeout for Stephen Wright. 1 down. Wright is on a serious mission. And here comes Davis. Davis is 0 for 2. Ramirez on it first. Wright will pitch to Davis. Wright, 6-4. Strikeout 8. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that is strikeout number 10 for Wright. 2 away. Maybe Wright had his Wheaties today or something. I don't know. Next up is Crisp, and we're going to see a pinch hitter for him as Crisp is going to come out of the game, as the Indians will go to the bench, and coming on to pinch hit will be Tyler Naquin. Naquin, a .296 average, 14 homers, 43 RBIs. Now I'm going to ask Brian Patterson. Okay, Tyler Naquin, his range in center field is lousy, okay, in center field or right. I'm going to take out Crisp. Do you want Naquin's offense in there, or do you want me, because I'm going to bring in Brandon Guyer to take over, but right now you need some offense here, so I'll ask Brian Patterson. Yes, we may be looking here. I don't know if we're going to be, it wouldn't be a double switch, it'd be a position switch. So I'm wondering if you want to keep Naquin in there, even though he has a lousy range. I'll let you make the call, Brian. I'm bringing in Naquin. It makes sense. You got to get a run here somehow. Naquin's a better hitter. So I'll ask Brian Patterson, Naquin or Guyer, who comes in, or who stays in, I should say. Naquin stays in. We need the O. Very well. Okay, so I'll worry about that in a second. But here comes Tyler Naquin against Stephen Wright. Coco Crisp was 0 for 2. Naquin will now come in, and he will bat with 2 outs. This is a pretty big at bat. Wright says he can pitch to Naquin, and he will. Wright has been unbelievable tonight. He has 10 strikeouts. 4-0 Red Sox. Wright with the pitch. Wright, 2-6. That is a range play. Naquin, 6-5. It's a base hit to right field, but it's a range play for Mookie Betts. His range is a 5. That is a one. Betts will take a single away from Naquin, and the inning is over. Stadium groans. All the range plays seem to be going to Mookie Betts, and that range of 5 of his is really doing the Indians in. 4-0 Red Sox after 7. We'll now go ahead and make a move here, so let's now change. So, Coco Crisp is coming out of the game, and Naquin's going to stay in. I'm going to have him go to center field because Naquin has only an error rating of 1 in center. So, let's see here. So we're going to change Crisp. We're going to have Naquin come in and play center. And he is a 1-1 -1. And Rajai Davis will move from center field into left field. And actually, that position actually stays, right? 3-4-0. So Rajai Davis will move from center into left field. And he is a 3-4-0 there. Okay, so now let's change the card. So Naquin in center field. He actually has a better arm. That's actually not bad. He has a better arm. He does, yes. He has a good arm. He's a -1. So it's going to be -2 + 1, 0. So -2 + 1, 0. And then let's see, left field is now Davis. His arm rating was a 0. And left field is a -2 + 1, -1. And that's got to change. So because Crisp did not have a good arm. So left field is now -2 + 1, -1. So -2 + 1, -1. We'll fix that and that and that and that. Thank God for dry erase markers. So Naquin will now bat 8th, and Ramirez is out of there, and he's back in there. So it is still 4-0. We go to the top after all the substitutions. We now go to the top of the 8th. Who's your pitcher now for the Indians there, Brian? The Red Sox have 2 lefties and a switch. I think you go with Miller here, and I think I'm going to read your mind, and I'm going to go with Andrew Miller. So coming on to pitch for the Indians in the top of the 8th will be Andrew Miller. Miller started the season with the New York Yankees, wound up on the Indians later. Miller, he has 3 holes in the postseason. So he has done his job. And he can pitch to 4 batters. Travis Shaw will lead off for the Red Sox, and he is 0 for 3. Shaw's at third base. Nope, you got to keep that 4. So we start the top of the 8th inning, 4-0. Miller will go ahead and pitch. Miller, 5-5. That's a walk, but that 15 is too high. Shaw, 5-4, and against the lefty, it's a ground ball to third. That'll be handled by Ramirez, and the throw goes to first for the out. Next batter is Holt. And Holt is 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles. And, Holt is in left field. And I've not really had the Red Sox make any moves, but I think I'm going to do one. Can I do one here? Let me see. Yeah, what are we in the 8th inning? Yeah, they can. Or do you save him? I'll let Holt bat. Well, I'll let Holt bat. I'll let him bat. It's the 8th inning. I'll let him bat. Miller will go ahead and pitch to Holt. 1 out here on the top of the 8th. Miller, 3-4. That's at the park. Progressive Field, 1-2. And it's a ground ball to first base. Carlos Santana will go ahead, take it himself, 2 down. And now here's Leon. And Leon is 0 for 3. Most of the runs scored by the Red Sox were at the top of the order. Miller will go ahead and pitch. Miller, 5-4. Strikeout 20. That's too high. Leon, 5-5. And it's a base hit to left field. Leon keeps the inning alive. That'll be a single to left. And now the batter is Bradley. And now we may do something here. They got Bradley coming up here, but he actually hits lefties a little better. They're going to let Bradley bat. 2 men down. 2 away, 2 outs. Leon on it first. 4-0 Red Sox. Miller after Bradley. He will be tired. Miller will go ahead and pitch. Strategy rolls are off. Miller, 4-2. Strikeout 7. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the Red side is retired. Just got him on a K. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. If Houston and Philly rematch would be the first rematch since 77, 78, I'm sure everyone remembers who those teams were. Yes, one team had pinstripes, the other team did not. And there was some bum that hit 4 home runs in October. Some bum who hit 4 home runs in October. They named a candy bar after him. Some nobody. Named a candy bar after him. Some bum. Yeah, Reggie was his name. Something like that, yeah. Bottom of the 8th inning. Indians will have Yan Gomes coming up to bat, and they will not let him bat, actually. They're going to pull Gomes back. Roberto Perez will take over at catcher. They need the batting average. Now, coming on to pinch hit will be Brandon Geyer. Geyer will come on to pinch hit. Roberto Perez will take over at catcher for the Indians, as Brian Patterson seems to have read my mind. So timeout, as it will be Roberto Perez taking over at the catcher position, and he's actually a little better. And let's see. Perez is a 517 minus 2. 517 minus 2. So Roberto Perez will take over at catcher, but Brandon Geyer will pinch hit. Geyer started the season with the Tampa Bay Rays, wound up on the Indians later in 2016. Bottom of the 8th, 4-0. Wright, he can pitch to one more batter before he tires, and they're going to let him pitch to Geyer. Wright, 5-6, and against the righty, it's a blank. Geyer, 2-4, and against the righty, it's a ground ball to short. That'll be handled by Bogarts, and Bogarts will toss it over for the out. 1 down. Next batter is Santana. Wright is now tired. They're going to let him pitch. Wright has been excellent tonight. He's got 10 strikeouts. They're going to stick with Wright for at least for this inning. Craig Kimbrell warming up in the bullpen. They want to get his confidence back. Wright, 3-4. That's a walk plus. That's 19, and that will be ball 4 on Santana. So Santana goes ahead and gets a walk. And now the batter is Kipnis. And now they may take Wright out, and I think they will. And that'll be all for Stephen Wright. He is tired, but what a job he did for the Red Sox tonight. And the Red Sox will go to the bullpen. And let's see who they're going to bring on to pitch. And coming on to pitch, let's see, they still got lefty and a switch. And they're going to bring on a righty here. Coming on to pitch for the Red Sox will be Brad Ziegler. Ziegler started the season with the Arizona Diamondbacks, wound up on the Red Sox later. Ziegler, he has 3 holds as well in the postseason. Infield is at double play depth. Santana on it first. Ziegler now coming on to pitch. Kimbrel warming up for the 9th. Ziegler with the deal. Ziegler, 3-2, strikeout 11. That just missed. Kipnis, 6-4, and it's a pop out to first base. Getting over there is Ramirez. It's going to be in fair territory, and that's out number 2. Oh, Kipnis just got under that, and he slams the ball down. And now Lindor is up. Lindor is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Ziegler, he will pitch to Lindor. Fans here at Progressive Field hoping somebody on the Indians can get a run in. The Red Sox working on another shutout in this postseason. Ziegler, 3-2, strikeout 4, swing and a miss, struck him out. And the side is retired. Nothing across except a walk. The Red Sox lead it here 4-0 after 8. And for the second straight game, the Cleveland Indians are running out of outs. Top of the 9th. Red Sox will be looking for some serious insurance. They know 9th inning magic is always possible. Andrew Miller can still pitch to 2 batters before he tires. It is the top of the order. Mookie Betts leads off for the Red Sox. Betts does not hit lefties as well as righties here. I wonder if you leave him in to pitch to Betts. But you know what? You probably would go to the bullpen in this situation. You got 3 righties coming up. No, that'll be it for Miller. Miller will come out of the game because I'm pretty sure the manager would go for right on right, and he will do that. Coming on to pitch for the Indians will be Dan Otero. He's a little better than Allen, and since it's not a save situation, we'll get it done. Dan Otero will come on to pitch. Otero's done well. 1 win and 1 hold. He's 1-0 with a hold. Top of the 9th inning, 4-0. Red Sox working. This would be another shutout if it ends the way it does. Otero will pitch to Betts. Otero, 4-3, strikeout. 16 is high. Betts, 5-3, and it's a fly ball to right field. Chisenhall's going to get to that, and he'll make the catch, and that's out number 1. Betts is 3 for 5 for tonight. And now here's Pedroia. Pedroia 2 for 4, 2 singles. Otero, he'll go ahead and pitch. Otero, 6-6 against the righty. That's an automatic out. And it's a ground ball to third. Getting over there is Ramirez. And he will make the play and throw it over, 2 down. 2 outs. And now here's Bogarts. Bogarts is 0 for 3 with a walk. Otero, he'll go ahead and pitch. Otero, 5-6 against the righty. It's a blank. Bogarts, 2-4, and it's a ground ball to short. Lindor will go ahead and get that. He takes his time, throws to first, and the inning is over. A nice job by Otero. 1, 2, 3, go the Red Sox. They're going to have to hope that 4 runs is enough this time. Because will we see some 9th inning magic? Bottom of the 9th inning. Mike Napoli leads off for the Indians. He is 0 for 3. Ziegler is not tired yet. They're going to leave him in there. It is not a save situation. I will not bring in Kimbrel unless I have to. Ziegler will go ahead and pitch to Napoli, trying to close the game. It is not a save situation. Ziegler sets up against Napoli. Fans are at Progressive Field not liking what they see on the scoreboard. Ziegler, 4-2, strikeout 12, swing and a miss, struck him out, 1 down. He goes ahead and gets Napoli, 1 down. Now 2 outs to go for the Red Sox. They had 3 outs to go last time, but that was a 2-1 game. Here's Ramirez. Ramirez is one for 1, a single and 2 walks. Ziegler will pitch to him. 1 out here now, 4-0. Fans are at Progressive Field hoping for something here. They've not been able to do anything against Red Sox pitching tonight. Ziegler, 4-6, strikeout 8. That is high. Ramirez, 2-5, and it's a line drive right to second base. Pedroia puts up the glove. Pow, 2 down. And now 2 outs. A line out to second. Now Ziegler is tired. Ziegler is tired. And what do they want to do with Ziegler here? Chisenhall actually does a little better against lefties. Ziegler is tired. The Red Sox are not really want to try anything. And they're going to go ahead. It's still not a save situation, though. But Ziegler is tired. Do I leave him in there to try to finish the game off, or do I bring in a lefty against Chisenhall? I'm going to let Ziegler pitch. I'm going to let him pitch. Ziegler is tired. They're going to leave him in to try to get 1 more out. Bottom of the 9th. Red Sox lead the Indians 4-0. Red Sox lead the series 3-2. Ziegler trying to end the ball game. The Indians historically won the ALCX in 2016. The Red Sox trying to change history on the network. Fans are hoping for something to go on. Ziegler sets up, and he will pitch. 6-4. It is a blank. Chisenhall will get the swing. 4-5, and it is a ground ball to third. Getting over there is Travis Shaw. He backs up. He gets the ball. Pumps once, pumps twice, pumps 3 times. Throws to first. That's your game. That's your series. That's your championship. The Boston Red Sox beat the Indians tonight 4-0. They win the American League Championship Series 4-2. They are going to the World Series. Stadium barfs. Blech. And they go ahead and clear the field as here come the Red Sox. And they are mobbing all over here in Progressive Field, as they will go ahead and move on to the World Series. And they will face the winner of the Dodgers and the Cubs. The Boston Red Sox come away and do it, and they will move on to the World Series as they win the American League Championship for 2016. A big victory here for the Boston Red Sox, as they are your 2016 American League champions. And they will go ahead and get the victory tonight. The Indians made a great series of it. They could have easily been swept, but the Red Sox go ahead and get it done. And for the first time on the network, the Boston Red Sox are going to the World Series. The fans here are stunned. They cannot believe it. It's another shutout in the 2016 season we've done. That's the 17th shutout we have overall. But the Indians are going to come up just a little short as the Red Sox, and they're going to be very tough in the World Series no matter who they play, whether the Cubs or the Dodgers. They're going to be very tough. And they go ahead and they will avoid it here as they will move on to the World Series. Final line score coming up. For the Red Sox, 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. For the Indians, they were dominated tonight. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. The winning pitcher is Stephen Wright. He will go to 3-0 on the postseason. He could very well wind up with 4 or 5 wins in the postseason. Very definitely an MVP candidate, him definitely for the Red Sox. Danny Salazar takes a tough loss. He falls to 0-3, but in credit to him, he gave up 4 runs, but the Indians didn't have anything against Red Sox pitching tonight. There was nothing they could do, so it really is not all his fault if your team can't score for you any runs. Brad Ziegler does wind up with a hold, not a save. So a big-time victory here for the Boston Red Sox, and they will move on to the World Series, which means we still got an LCS game to play. Tomorrow night will be Game 6 of the National League Championship Series. The Chicago Cubs lead that series 3-2. Can they punch their ticket to the World Series by beating the Dodgers? Or will the Dodgers go ahead and force a Game 7 on Sunday? It will be Rich Hill for the Dodgers and John Lester for the Cubs. A huge game tomorrow night at Wrigley Field. Very, very positive we could have a Game 7 between those two teams. Could be very interesting. Now, a programming note, by the way. If there is no Game 7, I was thinking of doing the selection show for Sunday. Problem. The Miami Dolphins are playing the Philadelphia Eagles Sunday night, and I do not want the selection show in the morning. So, if the LCS series finishes tomorrow, okay, the selection show game will be Monday night because I want to see my Dolphins. So, that would be moved to Monday night, and there would be no baseball game for Sunday night. If there is a Game 7 between the Cubs and the Dodgers, I will still play that Sunday, but it will be Sunday morning. Is what I'll go ahead and do that. I do not want the selection show early. I want it at 8 o'clock because I know that's when everybody wants to watch the darn thing to find out which seasons you'll be able to choose. So that is the programming schedule for now. We have NLCS Game 6 tomorrow night, and the selection show will be pretty much Monday no matter what, because if we have Game 7, that'll still be Sunday. So that's how we're going to do it. That's how we will do the programming note. So tomorrow night, Game 6 of the NLCS. Dodgers, Cubs. Cubs lead 3-2. Can they punch their ticket? Be there or be square. Vita Productions, Brian Patterson. Big Clue, John Haverly. Doug Hunt. David Vega. And let's see here. Philip Reynolds. Jimmy Jam, Big Clue, and Jeremy Brooks. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the X-ray machines. Subscribe if you're not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. If it is on the West Coast, if you're on the West Coast, I'll probably do that game before the NFL games begin. So I probably start at 11, probably 11 or 11:30. I'll probably do it there. So it'll be between 11 and 11:30 on Sunday if we have a Game 7. Stay safe, Stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Boston Red Sox are the American League champions. They win tonight 4-0 over the Indians. They win the ALCS 4-2. The Boston Red Sox are your American League Championship Series champions, and they are going to the World Series. What will happen tomorrow night? We'll find out.